Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
The enemy team's going to try to dive the corki. You basically be on top, and you can just hit big Qs on multiple people. So
I would have liked a tank, just because there's a lot of
damage. His range, he's frustrating to play against. But his range scales with levels and mini form, and he's actually quite short range early. So if you misplay, if you get caught, flap. Actually gets turned around in favor of KT, and now they're going for the big play.
Yep, here is 4 men in the bottom lane as the knock-up onto Viper will spell his demise. First blood goes over to Pyosik. Starting a little bit later than what we've seen in previous games.
This game is already on a timer. You need as much power as early as possible if you're going to win his Hanwha life.
Well, there is a little bit of aggression towards Beryl, who just picks the person that he wants to get rid of. Still, not going to quite be enough as Mom gets a bit angry. The exhaust somewhat late, as Peanut just locks down the kill. Very nice. I don't know. It's just the Shyvana problem all over. Wow, it's just going down so incredibly fast. Pyosik going to lock that one up when your opponent turns into an Elder Drake. Like, Elder Dragon is ridiculously overpowered for a reason. It's like, whoa.
This team is just such good vibes.
It's such good vibes. And it's like, then you remember...
hybrid of them.
Yeah, we did see this yesterday. I don't know whether it actually won. I'm going to hold that thought. Pyosik going to find an ulti, and I just, Delight was, he was on a place on the map, and he did not want to be there.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard playing Rakan into the champions that KT have.
Chains of Corruption go wide. Now Perfect is going to find himself in this pit. Oh, this could be really bad. Pyosik manages to pick up the Drake as well. And BDD's immediately teleporting to the top lane. They can't. Very impressed that you just had that one in the back pocket. As, all right, Zeka is going to immediately change his mind, as you could see. Bit of damage from Def, though. It's starting to stack up.
Okay, Hanwha Esports going to start this. KT don't need to fight this. You know, they might.
But they might because they feel like it. Yeah. As, all right, we teleport. We're fighting. Let's see whether they can actually lock down the Drake. The answer is no, as Chains of Corruption come in. Beryl's going to ult it, as immediately the seismic shove is going to connect. Mom yells at them, but not too much actually happens, and there's the snipe from Viper, who's just to the north, and they're just fishing the barrel right now as Doran not going to get over the wall there, but maybe he doesn't have to. Headbutt Pulverize comes in as Zeka has to get out of there. He's exhausted. The Gnar picks up just one. It's on to Def, though, and that's a high-value target, but he flashes away. But he's now got the stacks, and he's looking to rip them apart, and there's the first one. Can he grab another? Yes, he can, if BDD has anything to say about it. As flap, and maybe Peanut's just dead. There he goes. Def's able to burn him down, and BDD, he still has it. Although, there's a hail of arrows there as well. Beryl, I don't think you can win that 1v1, my friend. You're not an 80 carry anymore. That was many years ago.
And through the wall connects as well, and then it gets a bit funky.
It definitely does get a bit funky. And I feel like as well, okay, there's a Headbutt Pulverize. We've got the seismic shove coming back as well as Mom gets angry. Zeka dives in, but I don't know whether he feels that great about it as Deft is flapping around. Oh, Delight! Burning, and boom! Double kill for the Dragon. And now KT, they're on the Baron. And they're like, Def, you hit the stacks, so I guess we're in the game, right?
We just win, you know. Pyosik and Beryl could, for the most part, patiently wait until Smolder got 225 stacks.
And when the line came up, there've only been 4 Drakes taken, it's 2 apiece. Okay, there is a seismic shove. Peanut is going to be with Pyosik under the turret, and so he's definitely going to die. Mum doesn't quite do enough damage. Or Moom, sorry, doesn't quite do enough damage. Oh, the one where he's got the boombox?
Yes, maybe they'll do one of those skins for Smolder, and he'll play that song. Because, why not?
Because like, what items he builds is irrelevant? He wants ability haste?
Yeah, I think we've kind of learned with Smolder is once you have the stacks,
this is a catastrophe, but Peanut's able to lock down the Dragon. Mom yells once again as Delight gets the quickness over everyone. Deft once again has to flash, but Pyosik is down another time. Beryl trying to tank, trying to keep them in position as Deft is burning them, but he's still going to go down. The knockups are raining in, and Perfect couldn't contribute because he was trying to kill Viper.
And if we look at the right side of the screen, BDD's nearly got flashed, but Deft still has about 40 seconds away, so this is a great window to force on KT.
And Doran does have Mega Knight for a little bit longer. That's a massive combo. The Pulverize is gigantic, but now he's dead. But Smolder is auto attacking, and that is scary. And BDD, he's got the wall. He's going to try and trap them in the Thunderdome. He doesn't find the seismic shove, though, and there goes the Aatrox. Now it's Deft, and he's by himself, and he'll be taken down. There goes BDD as well. That was a catastrophe.
And you know, KT felt confident. They kept Deft alive. They thought that'd be enough to win the fight.
As Hanwha Esports will be able to lock down the Chemtech Soul, and now we've got 2 Elden Drakes available on the map in a few minutes' time.
It is. I feel like it's not really like the lane was obviously a bit rough, but just in team fights, you struggle to find the impact.
Oh, Peanut now possibly caught out of position. Oh, so close to being pulled back by that Infernal Chain as Beryl. He has to ulti, but Viper is so dangerous and just pops him. And so now they've got a pick off. Viper has done 36,000
free hit in a lot of these fights. That's caused issues.
There's a lot of CC for him to deal with. There's Perfect trying to move himself out of the way. They may just blow up Zeka. He does go down to his GA, and now Mom yells at them. Beryl is back up and available as Zeka has to flash. So now Flash and GA.
Get a vision on the Dragon and ensure they can fight it, and maybe look for a pick on Doran, but it does give up the Baron.
Well, Weaver's Wall is going to come on through here. Seismic Shove comes down, 3 into the wall for Doran, but he's still pulled back and he will die. It takes a fair bit of time to take him down. That does not matter because now they have a 4 versus 5 situation around the Elder. But Zeka is now in the top lane, and Hanwha waiting in the wings. There's the Chains of Corruption connecting onto Perfect as the Elder is down exceptionally low. Teleport comes in as BDD trying to get in position. Beryl is chasing out Peanut, and they take down the Elder, but Zeka's trying to win the game. Can they stop the backs is the question. And it looks like the answer's no, and they're not even going to try for it. Zeka just... cleanse option. No Mikhails on Beryl or anything like that right now. Projectiles flying all over the place, and now Mom, she gets angry and flung about is Zeka. You cannot be dashing forward, I guess. It is just too dangerous against his composition, especially with the Elder buff. They do manage to take down
a lot of resist there.
It's definitely going to be a bit more difficult to get through. However, if they do manage to catch him again, then he dies. Speaking of dying, Peanut going to have to Arctic Assault his way out. Cease and desist comes through, though. They are committing to this. Weaver's Wall will get the flash up, and the Headbutt Pulve is there. They've got the jungler, and now Perfect is looking for more. The quickness comes in, but my god, the damage. Delight has to get out of there, but it's a big ulti from Zeka. Beryl is just going to bail out. And KT, they just set up the phalanx around Deft. This dragon is what's going to have to save them. And he's very young, and doing this is a bad idea that you have to fight for the Elder, and then maybe a winner is actually decided in the game, and that's why Elder was put into the game?
No.
No? Okay.
They're just trading.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, it's like 1 for you and 1 for me, I guess.
Yeah, they're sharing.
What's happening here?
Whoa, Delight and Doran going on like some secret mission.
Yeah.
You know,
well, KT will take down this turret.
It was like 400.
That's hectic.
He's going to
have so many items.
You don't see Alistair's get this like, okay, they're fighting.
All right, we're flashing in. It only lands onto Doran. Mom doesn't really do too much either as Zeka. He goes in, and then he goes back out again. And now both teams sort of hitting the dragon. No one really finding purchase in this team fight. Headbutt just by itself there from Beryl as the Mega Cone brings Peanut in. Doesn't necessarily know whether he wants to stay, and Zeka lost too much health. You have to back away. It's time to give up this one. Oh, Delight gets into the back line. He dives on top of Perfect as BDD. He's going to go in as well. Beryl is now in amongst it, but he's so tanky. This is just absurd. The Drake is going down solo. Zeka gets exhausted. He's flung back. Deft is alive. He's alive for the next little while as now Doran is going to get taken down to the GA. Oh my god, the shove is nuts. And a GA is still in there. Doran is burning down, but it doesn't. Who's won the fight? It's Hanwha Esports.
Delight secured the dragon, and I think that was enough to turn it in their favor. We won't go 60 minutes, and Hanwha Esports managed to take out the 600 CS Smolder.
This is the most ridiculous game of the season. What the heck? What just happened? The ultra late game 55-minute victory. Smolder with 600 CS, 85 billion stacks. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You got a shooty guy. He just points the arrow at you and he makes it happen. Delight gets the engage, and Hanwha Esports, they'll win game 1.